And he looks, get it in. Oh, it's taken away. Daughtry at the buzzer. Daughtry stole the ball. To this edition of Roland Sports, I'm Tyler Rowland. We're coming to you here from Hargrave Military Academy, and with me is one of their important players on this team, one of several that are either committed or signed or expected to commit to play Division I ball. Is Jaden Daughtry. And Jaden, gosh, good to be with you here. And I'm glad I'm interviewing Jaden and not having to guard him, because when he gets a full train of steam, he gets going. And Jaden, first off, we'll talk about Hargrave Military Academy and what you like here about the school.
I mean, it's a high major program, a lot of high major players here. Just feels good to be in a program where, everybody has the same goal, and, the coach has the same goal as us, trying to get us all to college. And that just the school itself, it's real discipline. So that I feel like it teaches us to be better men and to grow up to just, have more responsibilities. And I think it's a good school, especially for basketball players trying to make it to the next level.
Mm-hmm. And having seen you play in this event twice, you are a very talented athlete, but I can tell that's not what you rely on. It's your discipline. And talk about that and the importance of it, and why somebody, you're signed with Indiana State, so why that's important with getting to the next level.
Well, I'll say like the discipline part, we have to wake up early in the morning, make our beds, be at certain places at certain times every day in the morning. So I think that definitely correlates to the basketball part as far as, listening to coach, being able to be told something and then go out and do it without messing it up, every play. And then I feel like just being disciplined on defense as well, on offense, just knowing how to, fill your roles, and then paying attention before the games, during the scouts, knowing what to do, and just I feel like staying locked in, and the discipline part definitely correlates to basketball with it.
Talk about your decision to sign with Indiana State. I'm sure it probably feels good to have the recruiting process out of the way.
I definitely like the school because, it's in a small town, so now it's not too many distractions around. And then it's a basketball town. So, Larry Bird coming from that school, a lot of people in that town just focus on mostly Indiana State basketball in there. And then just being there and going on my visit, I feel like real welcome. A lot of fans around. They all greeted me with open arms. I was sitting at dinner with one of the coaches, and then about 2 or 3 people, they came up to me while we was eating, just telling me about you asked me if I was on a visit, and they told me you should really come to the school. It's a real basketball state. It's a great school to be at. The coach is a great coach to play for. And then just going around and meeting all the players and the facilities, it feels like you're really at another home. They just made me feel real welcome when I came there. Mm-hmm. So I feel like it was the best place for me. And then just being able to sign early, that was my original goal. Coming here, I told my coach I wanted to come and sign early, so be able to get it out the way and just focus on basketball and win the national championship. That I feel feels pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Talk about your coaches here, because you guys sure seem to have. You can feel that tight bond, the high expectations. You all hold each other accountable so well. Talk about the culture with your team and your coaching staff.
I'll say the team and the coaches, we real close together, especially with Coach Mess. If we need anything, he's always just a call away. He's not there just as a basketball coach. He's also there as a mentor and another parent, just us being away from home. So if we ever have any problems, he most of the time he sees it. He'll ask us if we want to talk about anything, and then the other coaches as well, they stay on the barracks with us. So if we ever need anything, we can always call them, ask them for anything. And then the team, we all real close. We all go to sleep, wake up to each other, go eat, sleep, play basketball. So we with each other 24/7. So the bond that we have, I feel like is real unbreakable. Just because we around each other 24/7, talk to each other all day and every day. So I feel like that really makes us real close.
Mm-hmm. Talk about maybe a hobby or an interest you have, or maybe a cool fact about yourself that not a lot of people know.
Nice. Well, I say I have 2 middle names. Hobbies when we here, really just if we don't have any practice or nothing to do in military, and some of us will just come down to the gym, get some extra shots up, or we'll go down to a locker room and play each other in 2K because we got an Xbox down there. Mm-hmm. Or if not, we'll just, just lay down, take a nap, chill in our beds, because can't really just chill around for that much time when you have Hargrave. It's always ripping and running, or you got something to do. So if we have any downtime, we usually lay down and just come down here and chill with each other.
Mm-hmm. Who's your favorite team to play as on 2K?
I say the Celtics. Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, all of them. Mm-hmm. Feel like I'm unbeatable with them.
Yeah, and do you have a player or a team that you really like that you really look up to in the NBA?
I'll say whatever team LeBron's on. You know, I've been a bandwagon with him since he was from Miami, and then went to Cavaliers, and then now Lakers. Just whatever team he's on, that's my team now.
Any shout outs you want to give?
Shout out to my parents. You know, shout out to God. You know, without him, nothing would be possible. And shout out to my teammates, my coaches, and yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, and that's one thing with Hargrave Military Academy that I personally didn't know coming with it, the Christian background. And, man, talk about that and the atmosphere and about your faith in God.
I say I'm a God-fearing man. You know, I grew up in a God praising family, so that you know they always tell me to make sure I pray before I go to sleep and when I wake up. You know, before all my games, I always make sure that I pray and just I really have a real close relationship with God. I feel like He makes everything happen in my life. You know, so then coming in the military academy, it's the same thing here. You know, they make sure that we include God in our life just as much as basketball. And then even at my high school, I was at a military high school, but it was also a Christian school. So they did the same thing. Make sure we had God in our lives just as much as our sports. So yes, sir.
That's awesome, brother. Well, Jaden, we thank you for your time. Thank you all for tuning in and watching this episode of Rolling Sports, where you meet the athletes.